got off the phone and called my husband, and all I could say was that I hit someone. The car flipped 3 times in the air, about 75 feet across the street, and landed on its side. I started off the morning in meditation and prayer, and my prayer was much like many of my other prayers, which was giving up to God, what can I do? Help me learn how to listen. My daughter and I were working on a project together, and we decided that we were just gonna see what would happen if we just obeyed every single little prompting. Turn right. Okay, I'm going to turn right. And we just said yes to every single prompting. So this had been going on about 6 months. And at this particular time, I was working on listening to my body and health-wise, what can I do to help support my body in the best way? So after my prayer, what can I do, Lord? Show me, help me see clearly, all of the good things, right? I was taking a bath and doing this meditation and asking my body different things, and my gallbladder needed a cleanse. And so being obedient, and I wanted my body to know, okay, I'm listening. I just got out of the tub, got dressed. I didn't even eat breakfast. I had a water bottle with me, and I'm on my way to the health food store. Driving 30 miles an hour. This particular road had no stop signs, and all of a sudden it felt to me like Bumblebee from the Transformers dropped down out of nowhere in front of me, and I hit it. And shaking, got out of the car. I could feel the adrenaline in my body. My leg was going numb, my arm was a little numb, and I'm processing, do I have anything bleeding? And I could see the car that I hit just on the back tail side, which sent them sideways, hit a parked car. The car flipped 3 times in the air, about 75 feet across the street, and landed on its side. Now the gentleman driving, who happened to be going over 100 miles an hour and blew through a stop sign, was projected through the windshield. I didn't know anything else than that. I kept looking. Did I have a stop sign? Did I have to stop? I thought, how can this be my fault? And then when I was sure it wasn't my fault, I thought, why were they going so fast? And then I was so afraid that they were on their way to the hospital. And are they having a baby? What's going on? You know, we come up with all kinds of stories in our heads. And just moments later, a gentleman stopped, a truck pulled over and stopped and came out to check to see. He first came over to me, and I'm thinking, I'm standing here, what about that car? But he came over and checked to see if I was okay, and that's when I did the body scan. Okay, this is just adrenaline. Okay, I'm not having a heart attack. I think I'm all right. My neck was stiff, and that was about it. The other car, on the other hand, wasn't doing so well. After he was sure I was okay, he let me know that he was an undercover policeman, and he had been after this particular person from the Mexican drug cartel for a couple of years, and they kept evading arrest by speeding through residential neighborhoods where they can't chase them. And when he told me that, I thought, okay, I'm doing all right. He also happened to tell me that they had 2 pounds of heroin in the car. My first thought was, all right, Lord, now I know I said what, use me, but oh my goodness. And then I thought of all of the mothers and wives and sisters and family members praying for their loved ones who have been addicted to this drug, and at least now there's 2 pounds that wouldn't be on the streets. They were the gentleman who flew through this windshield. He was life flighted, and amazingly enough survived. The woman was also taken to the hospital. This is about 2020, if you remember. We had COVID going on. So here I am in the middle of this horrific accident, and this undercover officer who had been after this guy for 2 years, and he came over and sat next to me to see how I was doing, make sure I was okay, are you sure you don't need an ambulance, or you're not in shock? The words he said just went straight to my heart. He said, I hope these kids can get some help now. I pray for them. So here's this officer who had to have been frustrated, and his first thought is care for these people who had been addicted themselves. And so that's why they just kept getting further and further underwater. And he was just hoping that now maybe they'll be able to get some help and turn their lives around, which I thought was so beautiful. That was the first miracle, I think, for them, that something, my car, aided with the prompting to go now, go right now. And hopefully they are able to, and I hope that they're in a better place and state of mind.